Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My presentation entitled Exploring Metacognitive Awareness of Reading Strategy Among Teachers. The presentation goes by the content. One of the principles of today's 21st century learning refers to the importance of educating metacognitive individuals. The biggest role that teachers ever need is to be adaptive in globally rapid change in education. In second language learning, English as second language teachers need to be aware of the significant findings from previous research of metacognitive skills among the students in reading comprehension particularly. The aim of students being the autonomous learners let them own their learning as well as to have specific awareness and concern in the knowledge of cognition and how to regulate into practice. The definition of metacognitive awareness goes by a state of consciousness of our thoughts that focuses on particular cognitive or learning situation, according to Vandergriff and Go 2012. There are two paradigms to define metacognition, which is the first one is cognitive knowledge of cognition, and the second one is regulation of cognition, or is also known as self-appraisal and self-management. The first paradigm is knowledge of cognition or self-appraisal. Someone who has the concern or awareness of his cognition about the knowledge of himself is considered as a declarative knowledge. And when someone has the concern or awareness of the knowledge of the task he's supposed to work on is procedural knowledge. The knowledge of the strategy that he decided to choose from to get the task done is conditional knowledge. The second paradigm is regulation of cognition or self-management. It is the awareness which someone put his cognition into practice. So the control of the cognition which the learners use to plan, monitor, and evaluate their cognitive and learning. So in this current study, the purpose is to explore in reading metacognitive awareness among teachers in reading comprehension. So that is why the regulation of cognition refers to stages of reading, which means planning is for pre-reading, monitoring is while reading, evaluating is for post-reading. Now let's move on to metacognitive awareness of reading strategy. As reading comprehension is a complex cognitive process, it requires thinking about what the reader knows and the application of the reading processes. Metacognition refers specifically to the knowledge that readers have regarding the specific task for comprehension. When metacognitive readers monitor the understanding of the text, and they can control understanding through the application of reading strategies and the evaluation of the effectiveness of the strategies. Mokhtari and Richard 2002 has developed the metacognitive awareness of reading inventories, which consists of 3 different reading strategies. The first one is global reading strategies, the second one is problem solving strategies, and the third one is support strategies. There are several metacognitive awareness among teachers from previous research that highlight the importance of teachers' metacognition in reading comprehension. These articles summarizes 6 points. The first point is the findings of teachers' high awareness of metacognitive awareness lead to their pedagogical success. The second point is metacognitive awareness are assessed in self-report questionnaires. However, there are limited assessment specifically for teachers. The third point is findings on student teachers show contradiction between self-report and interview metacognitive assessment. The fourth point is teachers' metacognitive knowledge of reading strategy relates to their students' metacognitive knowledge. The fifth point is teachers' cognitive knowledge and regulation of cognition reveal higher significant correlation. However, metacognitive reading strategies remain implicit. The sixth point is Metacognitive awareness and teaching with metacognition were correlated after a day-long module intervention. For discussion, the limitations from the findings in previous research indicates in 5 important points to be suggested in further current research. The first one is metacognitive awareness in teachers have shown the positive effect in learning second language. Second, the importance of foundation of knowledge among teachers need to be empirically addressed. The third one is most participants were student teachers in previous research, while in future current research focus on in-service teachers who can provide first-hand teaching that will also show more practical findings. The fourth one is less evidence on predictors of teachers' profile, which also influence the metacognition in reading lesson. And for current research, the aim is to explore both paradigm of metacognition upon in-service English as second language primary school teachers in reading comprehension. As for the conclusion, teachers should understand the importance of the functioning role of metacognition, and teachers with metacognitive attitude have a functioning role to embed higher order thinking skill in English reading lessons. Through comprehension monitoring process in text reading, learners can become more self-regulated and have more control of their own learning. Planning, monitoring, and evaluating the cognitive activities of teachers are bound to enhance their motivation level to teach, as well as to assist them in becoming better teachers. Put simply, teaching by learning and awareness of its structure is similar to giving the pupils a systematic plan on how to solve a problem and making them the driver of the learning processes. And these will enable the teachers to know when and how to utilize the strategy while teaching reading. That's the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening.